I think by the time you reach reason number 10 to buy the Nintendo Switch 2, you will already be fully convinced. But if you do go beyond, put in which number you reached in the comments. Let's start. 1. Display size. Switch 2 features a 7.9-inch LCD screen, larger than the Switch 1's 6.2-inch display. 2. Resolution and refresh rate. Nintendo Switch 2 supports 1080 pixels, resolution at up to 120 Hz in handheld mode, compared to the Switch 1's 720 pixels at 60 Hz. 3. Docked output. Switch 2 can output up to 4K at 60 frames per second when docked, whereas Switch 1 maxes out at 1080 pixels. 4. HDR and VRR support. High dynamic range and variable refresh rate are supported on Switch 2, enhancing visual quality. Switch 1 doesn't support either of them. 5. Internal storage. Switch 2 offers 256 GB of internal storage, a huge upgrade from Switch 1's 32 GB. 6. Expandable storage. Switch 2 supports micro SD express cards for faster data access, unlike Switch 1's standard micro SD support. 7. USB-C ports. Switch 2 includes two USB-C ports, top and bottom, allowing charging in various modes. Switch 1 has only one. 8. Kickstand design. Switch 2 features a wide adjustable kickstand with 150 degrees freedom. Switch 1 has a flimsy stand that is no comparison to the stand of the Switch 2. 9. Built-in microphone. Switch 2 has a noise-cancelling microphone for voice chat, which is absent in the original Switch 1. 10. Audio enhancements. Switch 2 offers 3D spatial sound for a more immersive audio experience, whereas Switch 1 only offers stereo sound. 11. Cooling system. Switch 2's dock includes a built-in fan for better thermal management, which is not there in the Switch 1. 12. Design aesthetics. Switch 2 has a sleeker, slightly rounder silhouette compared to the Switch 1's design. 13. Joy-Con attachment. Switch 2 uses Joy-Con 2 controllers that attach magnetically, replacing the rail-based attachment system which was used in Switch 1. 14. Analog stick durability. Switch 2 features improved analog sticks in the Joy-Con 2 controllers, designed to reduce the drift issues commonly reported in the Joy-Cons of Switch 1. 15. Mouse functionality. Switch 2 Joy-Con controllers can function as a mouse on flat surfaces in supported games, a feature not available on Switch 1. 16. C button. Switch 2 introduces a dedicated C button on the right Joy-Con for quick access to GameChat, which is absent on Switch 1. 17. Ergonomics. The Joy-Con 2 controllers on Switch 2 are larger with a redesigned grip, offering better comfort compared to the smaller and less contoured Joy-Cons of Switch 1. 18. SL and SR buttons. On Switch 2, the SL and SR buttons on Joy-Con 2 are enlarged for easier use, unlike the smaller versions on Switch 1's Joy-Cons. 19. Processor. Switch 2 is powered by a custom Nvidia Tegra T239 chip, delivering better graphics and performance compared to the older Nvidia Tegra X1 chip used in Switch 1. 20. RAM. Switch 2 includes 12 GB of LPDDR5X RAM, which is 3 times more than the 4 GB of LPDDR4 RAM in Switch 1. 21. Graphics capabilities. Switch 2 supports DLSS upscaling and ray tracing, while Switch 1 lacks support for both technologies. 22. Loading time. Switch 2 benefits from UFS 3.1 storage and a dedicated decompression engine, enabling significantly faster loading times compared to the slower eMMC storage in Switch 1. 23. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Switch 2 supports Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.0, while Switch 1 is limited to Wi-Fi 5 and Bluetooth 4.1. 24. GameChat. Switch 2 includes built-in voice and video chat via the C button, while Switch 1 requires a mobile app for similar functionality. 25. Cloud media backup. Switch 2 allows users to automatically back up screenshots and videos to the cloud, which is not supported by default on Switch 1. 26. Game share. Switch 2 introduces real-time screen sharing with friends, a feature not available on Switch 1. 27. Nintendo Switch app. The Nintendo Switch app for Switch 2 includes calendars, syncing, enhanced filters, and deeper integration, whereas the version for Switch 1 offers more limited features. 28. Backward compatibility. Switch 2 is backward compatible with most Switch 1 games, and some older titles receive performance boosts on the new hardware. 29. Game key cards. Switch 2 introduces game key cards, which are physical cards that hold only a digital license. Switch 1 uses traditional game cartridges containing the full game data. 30. Virtual game cards. Switch 2 supports virtual game cards, allowing digital game sharing across consoles, a feature not present in Switch 1. 31. Nintendo Classics expansion. Switch 2 offers exclusive access to GameCube games via Nintendo Classics expansion pack, which is not supported on Switch 1. 32. Zelda Notes feature. Switch 2 includes the Zelda Notes system, offering voice-guided directions and achievements within Zelda titles. This feature is absent from Switch 1. 33. Enhanced accessibility. Switch 2 adds text-to-speech and speech-to-text features, enhancing accessibility compared to Switch 1, which lacks such native support. If you have reached the end of this video, you are a true blue Nintendo Switch fan. Do like, share and subscribe to Up On Top for more videos like this one, and do tell us in the comments what you think about the Switch 2.